DIYers. We DIY any vendor liquid, and we're damn good too. You can't be just any geek off the beat. Gotta be handy with the scale if you know what I mean. HIC. DIYers! Mount up!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sub on Rebels. Today we're going to be taking a look at a recipe that's been really popular here lately, and I realized I am wearing bunny ears. It's Easter. I thought it would fit in perfectly, and I thought I'd look snazzy in my pink outfit with my pink ears. I spilled beer on myself, though. I guess it dried up. Anyway, I probably didn't need to mention that. We're going to look at Tony's Revenge today. It's a recipe that I'm very excited about, something I've been holding on to for a few months, waiting for some companies to get back to me as to whether or not they wanted to sell it. Fuck it, I'm going to drop it, let you guys enjoy it. So there will be links in the description below for you to go check that out on ATF and ELR. We're going to talk about the flavors a little bit, about some substitutes that you can use if you don't have all the ingredients. We're going to get down here on the table. You guys might have checked out Bob's first video here on the channel. Bob the Builder just put up a staged fused Clapton build. If you haven't checked that out, it's kind of a lengthy video, but it's his first attempt at making a video, so go show him some love. I hope you guys are enjoying all the content that is here and is forthcoming. So anyway, we're going to hop down on the table. We're going to mix this up. We're going to come back up. We're going to talk about it. Okay, guys, so the first ingredient that we're going to mix up with is actually star of the show here, if I can find it, and that is Capella's Cereal 27. This is rebottled because I got a much bigger bottle at home, but we're going to mix this in the recipe at 5%, which may seem like a lot, but there's a lot of smoothers that are in this recipe. So we've got 1.5 grams. Let's turn on this if you're mixing by weight. 1.5 grams on the scale. I'm gonna have to put this bottle on here and tear it. For reference, 5.65 grams is how much a plastic 30 ml weighs. I don't know why you would need to know that. But anyway, this is the foundation of the cornflake on which it's built off of. So at 5%, it's the dominant flavor like we want. It's lightly sweet, but it's got a little bit of a grain to it, a little bit of an oat grain. So this is an authentic cornflake. If you just want one ingredient that's going to taste similar to cornflakes, this is it. But we're gonna add a couple more elements to smooth things out and all that good stuff. So 5%, 1.5 grams. Let's go ahead and drip this. My wife is actually calling me at the moment. Sorry, wifey, I gotta ignore you. Made me lose track of what I was doing here. Bavarian cream is going to be next. So 2%, 0.6 grams, shake it up. And in this mix, Bavarian cream is, I don't know of any substitutes for this one, but this offers a rounding to the profile. It's a blender, it's a smoother, it's got some grain and a milky finish, so it contains a nice low vanilla that's barely perceptible, but it does contribute to the milky aspect of the mix. So in this mix, Bavarian cream is 2% at 0.6 grams, because it is a 30 ml, just a little bit more. There we go. Went a little bit over, but that's okay. That's okay. This is a bit of a weaker flavor, so that's all right. And the next one we're gonna talk about is adding a little bit more grain that's missing from the Cereal 27. So for the newer mixers, if you're not familiar, this is Acetyl Pyrazine. Got a little bit of juice on the mat here. That's okay, that's why it's there. So Acetyl Pyrazine, for those of you that don't know, it's an additive that imparts a bready and a grainy texture. At 1%, just 1%, it gives the mix a lightly baked characteristic where Cereal 27 kind of falls short with all of the milks and everything that's in here. So it also covers the inclusion of slight berries that some people get off of Cereal 27. I personally don't get that that much, but it is perceptible in the mix if you don't use Acetyl Pyrazine. Just to put that out there. And this might actually be a good mix to add some crunch berry or your favorite dark berries to or something. Just to give it a little bit of a twist. So in this mix, we've got Acetyl Pyrazine at 1%. That's going to be 0.3 grams. All right, slightly over, yet again. I tend to do that on camera. But it is 1%, 0.3 grams for those of you that can take your time doing this. Next ingredient is going to be one that a couple of people who tried the recipe and they didn't have it, they made the replacement 1% TFA malted milk and 1% fresh creme. So from Flavor Art. So if you don't have this, you can use that. Now this to me is vital. I used it in the first mix. It worked, so I stuck with it. But this is cream PG milky undertones from 101 Flavors. Now if you go to their website and plug in Eliquid Recipes -25, I think that's it. I'll put it in the description if it's different, but that will get you 25% off of this and some of their other flavors. I'll be honest and say a lot of their flavors are not intended for vaping, and they sent me 20 of them. Out of all of them, maybe 3 have worked so far for me. So anyway, and in this mix, creamy milky undertone, obviously, it feeds into the milky finish of the recipe. It's just a milky undertone. That's kind of what it contributes to the profile. So in this mix, we're using it at 2%, and that's going to be 0.6 grams. Okay, that was a good dump there. That's what I say every morning. I know that was gross, whatever. The next one that we have is one that has kind of fallen to the back burner with a lot of mixers. I don't understand why. It's a great flavor. It's not exactly what they claim for it to be, but this is Lucky Leprechaun from TFA. And to me, this is more of a milky marshmallow sort of flavor, which definitely helps in this kind of mix. If you use this at like 10%, you'll get traces of some cereal, but that's not what this is intended to do in the mix. It's just to further round out that milky finish. So in this mix, we've got Lucky Leprechaun at 2%, and that is 0.6 grams. Maybe one more drop. There we go. Okay, should be 0.6. Come on. There we go, 0.6. And as a side note, it smells fabulous. It's a wonderful, I hate using fabulous, makes me sound gay. Anyway, the next one we're going to be using is one that's used by a lot of people. I use TFA's and Flavor Arts. This is TFA Marshmallow. Now what this does is it serves to thicken and sweeten. So it's, you know, traditional Frosted Flakes are sweet as hell. So this helps sweeten it a little bit, but it isn't the final touch that takes it from a mediocre Frosted Flakes to an authentic sweet bowl of Frosted Flakes, if that makes sense. But this is a vital ingredient. And what we have is 2%. 0.6 grams yet again. Oh, damn. Okay, one squirt was 0.58, so damn near on the nose. And the last one, now we don't really need to cover this flavor too much. This was actually in my last 2 recipes, Warmellow and Sinister Sweet. But Capella Super Sweet, got some juice on me. Capella Super Sweet is actually what takes this from a sort of a bland, milky Frosted Flakes to a really thick, nice sweet bowl of Frosted Flakes. So we're gonna use this at, and I just wanna say this, 0.5% does work, but it's not as sweet as sitting beside an actual Frosted Flakes bowl. I don't know how many of you actually use recipe discovery or comparisons to real products when you make your juice, but if you were to try this juice right beside a bowl of Frosted Flakes in a bowl of milk, it'd be dead on. But in this mix, we're gonna use this at 0.75% because that's the level that I found that makes it authentic. If it's sickeningly sweet to you, back down on the Capella Super Sweet just a little bit. So we've got it at 0.75%. This is 0.22 grams. If you're weighing by weight, damn it. Well, I fucked up because I put a drop on the scale, whatever. Don't fuck up like I do, okay? Stupid pipette. Kind of rushing to get back home with the family today because it's Easter, but I did want to get this done for you guys. So we're gonna go back up top. We're gonna talk about this a little bit because that is the final mix. There is 7 ingredients here for a grand total of 14.75% flavoring in a 70-30 mix, and I'm gonna throw 3 milligram of nicotine in here. So I'll holler at you guys in a minute. So we got the finished product right here, Tony's Revenge. If you guys haven't checked this out yet, you definitely should. It is a bottom of the milk bowl cereal. It's cereal drowned in milk. Really sweet, it's really authentic. It's crispy, it's grainy, lovely texture. Let's go ahead and drip this and I will tell you guys my thoughts on it. Obviously I made it, so I'm gonna praise it. Go figure. But I did just receive the first 5-star this morning on ATF, so bam. Catch me on ATF, how about that? Voila, fucking beautiful, man. It's milky, it's very sugary, Frosted Flakes. Check it out if you have not checked it out. All the ingredients will be listed in the description as well. So if you don't wanna go over to ATF or ELR, you don't really have to, but I definitely appreciate it. Go over and check it out, rate it if you try it and you love it. I don't understand why a lot of people don't rate creators. It helps us and it encourages us to keep mixing and providing recipes because it takes a lot of work, as you guys probably know, on top of that, making videos about it and things like that to help you guys out. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience. Just be sure to reward the creators, not just me, everybody. All mixers deserve a little bit of praise for their creations, especially if you mix it, you love it, you end up batch mixing it, selling it to your friends, giving it to your friends. I know how people do, but that's irrelevant. We make these recipes and make them public so that you guys can enjoy them as much as we enjoy them, you know? And we can make monetary gains off of that as well, so it's rewarding. You understand? So anyway, Great having you guys here. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying the content. Plenty more to come. We got 4 other people that are going to be on the channel that have yet to be seen. One of them is building an office at the moment, so trying to make things as professional as possible. I myself am going to be creating an office here soon, outside of the little desk that you guys used to see me at all the time. So with that, I'm going to leave you with Cloud Salute.
DIYers. We DIY any vendor liquid, and we're damn good too. But you can't be just any geek off the beat. Gotta be handy with the scale if you know what I mean. HIC. DIYers! Mount up!